fired up about practice today. I mean, we just had, I don't know, 6 or 7 former players that just decided to come out on their own today. Just a social report for our guys. It was pretty cool, including Coach Hatfield in here, some guys that care about this program, and they came. We got a chance to acknowledge them before practice, and man, that means the world to us and to me and our football team. So we're ready to get after it today. Have another good practice.
Did they have a unified message kind of?
They didn't, and I didn't even, we weren't even the motivational speech mode. Just we wanted to acknowledge them and let them introduce themselves, the era that they played, and just to let our team just acknowledge those guys. We have a lot of visitors at practice, come and go a lot, and I think it's important for them to recognize that those guys took the time to come out. It was a very heartfelt gesture by them.
Barry, I saw 4 or 5 of them. Do you know who they were? I know Tim Smith, Joe Dean.
I don't want to leave them off. Austin Tate, James Johnson was there. Tim Smith, Coach Hatfield, Matt Waite, Jodine Davenport. I think you get Matt Waite. I said what I say? Brian White, old Northside Grizzly. I could name all their hometowns, I think, to a T. Watched a lot of those guys play. And of course, Coach Hatfield introduced himself as, 1962 to 64 player, and I said that's the most modest introduction in the history of Arkansas athletics. I said this guy right here was the all-time winningest football coach, and percentage-wise, obviously, in Arkansas football history. And to have him come out, man, that's who I grew up watching.
You talked to you last week about this being a good week for Bumper Pool to get his legs back underneath him. Out of practice yesterday, how's he looking?
Yeah, he's good. He's ready to go. He'll be ready to roll. He's gotten better and better each day, and the open day came at a perfect time for him from a health standpoint, but he's a full go.
What about Adcott?
Adcott's progressing in the right direction. He's been practicing with no limitations, so we anticipate him being ready to roll.
And Devion, I think maybe?
Probably a little further away with him. And it may not be till next week. He may be out this week. It's not ruled out completely yet, but I would say he's questionable at best at this point.
When you said your son was asking you about quarterback, was that Luke or Levi asking you about it?
That was Luke. And Levi.
What'd you tell him?
And Luke.
What'd you tell him?
I think I told them the truth, I think. I don't know. No, I didn't. I think I held it from them because that's a tough position to be in to go to school, They tell me on the bus every day they've been asking them who the quarterback's going to be. And so if they don't know, they don't have to worry about hiding anything. So, that's a need-to-know basis, I guess, that even in the Lunney household that didn't go all the way across all family members.
I feel like we haven't just heard a lot about KJ Jefferson as a leader and how he's handled taking more of a role of responsibility with this team. How's that been going?
Well, I think about everything that you would need to know in that regard, what showed up when he took the field against Mississippi State, and then when he had the ball in his hand and just how the team reacted to him, I think that spoke volumes.
I know this is really big for Scooter Harris, last time to play in his home state of Louisiana at night, got family on the other sideline. Have you seen something different from him just because he knows that this is a big game for him?
One of the first things he said, he's one of the first guys I reached out to during this, and just to kind of get a pulse. He's on our leadership committee, and that was the first thing he said, that he was actually embracing the fact that the game's at night, and was hoping to experience that. And that doesn't mean that's not going to be a tough environment, but if he was going to do it, he wanted to go do it with what the whole enchilada, so to speak, but he's been really focused along with all of them, but he's led that charge in a lot of ways. And I think our players know that, and there's others, there's Joe Fouché, and there's Andrew Parker and Greg Brooks, that this is all important to them as well. But obviously it's Scooter's last time to suit up against them, and we expect all of our guys to give their best Saturday. That's all we want, just all of our guys to give their best.
Barry, how impressive is that LSU offense? 78% completions for Burrow, and just kind of overnight, 1 year they've got it going like this.
Well, it's very impressive. They're a machine, they're well oiled, they're confident, they really don't have any weaknesses. Well coached, they got a great quarterback with poise. We talked about that on whatever that day was on Monday, and they're a very good football offensive team, and it's been impressive to watch through 10 games. And a lot of people can have numbers and impressive numbers through 4 or 5 games, depending on your scheduling, but to do it through the course of the season, 10 games deep into this, and our gamut that they've had to run, I think it speaks volumes for how effective they are offensively.
You know who you're going to go with in terms of captains?
I'm sorry. We got our normal captains, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Connor Lempert's going to be the 4th offensive captain. I didn't. You threw me for a loop there. Yes, Connor Lindquist. Yes, we told them yesterday that Connor was going to step in, and Steady Eddie, I called him on Monday. We made Steady Eddie our captain, the fourth captain, to complement those other three. You threw me for a loop there. I didn't know what you were talking about for a second.
Sorry about that.
Very tough question here. You broke the 0 for 17 a few years ago against LSU. Now you're in another 0 for 17 in the SEC. Just, I don't know. How difficult has this kind of period been, I guess?
Yeah, it's been tough. Sure. It's very tough. I mean, it's a tough game. It's a grind, and a lot of work goes into each week in preparation. 6 days worth of it, and when you come up short, it's tough. Yeah, it's tough to deal with. It's disappointing, disheartening, I should even say at times. And this is the second time I've seen this, and I've seen us break through that and become, on the other side, greater. I believe this. I believe that just on the other side of your greatest obstacles is a great breakthrough. And I think it has been tough on our guys, but I don't really draw a comparison in the numbers, but man, I mean, our kids, our players, and our coaches, we're overdue for something good to happen to us, and it's not going to be given to us. We're going to have to go earn the thing. I mean, there's no way around it. But again, if we'll play our best football game of the year this week, and then do the same thing the next week, I firmly believe we're going to have a chance to break through. I believe that.
Thanks, Coach Lunney.
Okay.
Thanks, Coach.